Hi everyone. Today I want to introduce some methods or techniques and how to use the feeling of Qigong or meditation to improve the Tai Chi exercise. So we will learn how to get right feeling with the simple, easy methods from the Qigong or meditation. And then we will learn how to apply or use the feeling in the Tai Chi exercise to improve the feeling or improve the quality of the exercise. We will use two simple exercises of the Qigong or meditation to get the feeling of the Qi and also get the feeling when we do some movements. Okay, so first we will use still pose of the Qigong. We call this 混元zhuang. When we form the pose, we separate 2 feet with a small stance, and then push by hui up, and tip our tongue at the roof of the mouth, and shoulder loosen, and relax hip joints, and relax legs, and relax knees, and 2 feet also loosen, relax, just drop on the floor. And then 2 arms will hold in the circle in front of the body. So this pose very simple, easy, but it's very good for the feeling of the Qi. It's easy, faster to get the feeling. So when we keep this pose, we just keep the mind empty or try to think nothing and breathe naturally. You can close eyes and try to relax whole body. Just keep this pose. And then very soon we can find floating feeling of 2 arms. If you keep the pose a little longer, and then you can find your arms become lighter, and then they will float in the air by themselves. We do not need hold arm anymore. So this feeling, we say this is the feeling of the Qi. So try to remember this feeling. So what's the feeling when arm float in the air? So second one, we use another the Qigong meditation exercise, emotion. We also keep the body, whole body, follow the same requirements. And then we raise 2 arms from 2 sides of the body, so naturally. And then we inhale. And then drop 2 arms in from the body, slowly. Exhale. We just repeat this simple movement. So inhale, so exhale. So this is the movement of this Qigong or meditation. So if we still remember 2 arms float in the air, so what's the feeling? Then try to use floating feeling into the movement of the arm. So when we raise arms, we just remember the feeling, and then 2 arms will float upward. When arms move downward, try not to move downward like this. Try to imagine 2 arms still float in the air. So this is the feeling of the Qi emotion. Now, we will use two samples from LeonXu.Taichi and Chen Tai Chi to understand how to apply the feeling of the qi to improve the movements. The first example, we use one movement from Yang style Tai Chi 24 form. We call part wide horse mane. So physically, movements like this. When we get ready, imagine we hold the ball and then step forward, heel touch the floor, and the body move forward, turn back toes inward, and one arm move upward and forward. The one palm drop or press downward. Stop by the side of the waist. This. Then we have to use the feeling of the meditation or qi to improve the quality of the qi in this movement. We just try to remember floating feeling. Float, float. Okay, then we can use the feeling of the qi into this movement. So when we hold the ball, try not just physically hold the ball. We just try to imagine two arms float in the air. In this way, two arms will stay in the air. So internally, the qi inside the body, inside arms, hold the pose. For example, when we hold the ball, keep two arms float. So if you watch, the feeling is different. This and this. So this is a more qi, two arms flow. And then when we step forward, also try to use the feeling. So just now, we just try to find the feeling of the arms. But the leg, the same thing. So when we step forward, try not to just step forward. Also imagine the leg become empty and also float. When we step forward, the leg float. Then whole body also relax, float a little bit, and then we go. When we form the pose, and try to keep two arms float in the air. One arm float upward and forward. So this palm float downward. Then this movement, the new feeling should be like this. Okay, so this is a new feeling in these movements. We can improve the quality of the movement with the feeling of the qi. So next, we will use one movement from Chen Tai Chi, 6 sealing and 4 closing. Try to learn how to apply the qi, the feeling of the qi, to improve the movements. So the movements of 6 sealing and 4 closing like this. So left hand close to right, rise downward, raise 2 palms, turn left toe inward, and bring left foot close to right, 2 palms push downward. So this is the movements. Okay, so if we still remember the feeling of the qi, then we can apply the feeling into this movement. From very beginning, when we hold the pose, we can also imagine the arm flows in the air. This one even we hold the weight, but not so much physically hold. Try also imagine this arm also floats in the air. And then one left hand close to right. This upper movement try to use floating feeling. When we breath downward, also keep two arms float downward. And when we raise two palms and arms, try not to raise, just remember upward floating feeling. Then when we push downward, also like we try 混元 zhuang, the feeling. After that, we try collect energy. We use the feeling in motion. The arms float downward. And then use the same feeling. Two arms will float downward. In this way, we can improve the feeling of this movement. We can improve the quality of this movement. Now, arms float. And flow, flow, flow. After we learn how to find the feeling of the qi with the meditation or Qigong exercise, and then we can remember the feeling. So first feeling of the qi is floating with the still pose, and the second one we use collect energy, try to find the feeling, the floating feeling in motion, and then we can apply the feeling in some movements. So today we tried two movements, one from LeonXu Tai Chi 24 forms, another one from Chen Tai Chi. After you learn how to find the floating feeling with the simple, easy technique, then you can apply the same sequence or same methods in the other internal exercise. So thanks for watching. If you find this tutorial video helpful, please subscribe our channel and tell your friends. And then you can find more information on the website about the online classes and the media materials. So any suggestions or ideas, please just let us know. And thank you again, and see you soon.